You are welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be solving the question of building drawing of 2022 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates and building drawing. We started it in the last video, so this is the third of the series, and in this question we'll be solving front elevation. So we should draw front elevation. Take note that our roof is 150 reinforced concrete roof with 25 asphalt covering. So let us get started. The first thing you're going to draw here, just draw a baseline. Move it a little upward. Let's see. Okay, we draw a baseline. Let me move it a little bit downward, like this. Let us erase this one so that we can manage space. So now, to draw elevation, we are just going to take all the line from all the edges downward. That's just the basic thing you are going to do in this one. So let us start from this one. We take this, go to the next. All the places you have corners, you notice that I did not take this one because this corner is inside. When you are looking from outside, this wall will cover it. We can't see this corner. That's why I didn't take it. But I can see this, and this. So similarly here, I won't draw this too because even this wall is covering it, so I can't even see it. So it is this one and this one that I'll see. You also should take note that I'm drawing for the two wall because it is a square column, so I can see the two edges. Assuming it's a continuous wall like this, that is this type of wall that is here, then I will only see this one, I won't see this side. But because it is a column, I can see the two edges of the column. Similarly for this one. Now this place is a lobby, so it's an opening, so we can see it. So meaning that we can see this window. If you are here, you can see this window. So I have to draw the line for the window there too. This, and this. Then I can also see, let's draw this column. I can see the two edges of the column. It's falling on the same line as this, as the other end of the door. So I mean the other end of the wall of the window. This one, the double door. Then I can see this end of the arc, which is here. Then this wall is inside, I can't see it from outside, so I will go straight to this one, and this one, then finally this one. You notice that I didn't draw this one too because it is inside. I can't see it from outside. Now that we have projected all our lines, now the next is to now draw our headroom. What is the headroom? That is, headroom means floor to ceiling. Let's go. All walls are 25 solid concrete blocks. Floor to ceiling is 3,100. Then 50 mm mortar rendering on both sides of the wall. Don't bother yourself about this. So let us just draw our ceiling, floor to ceiling, 3,100. So because we are also using the same scale of 1 to 100, so it's the same thing we're going to use. 1 to 100 is this. So floor to ceiling, 3,100. 1, 2, 3, 100. So that is the floor to ceiling height. Then after you have located that one, the next thing you want to locate is the height of the door. Height of the door, that's the best to do. And what's the height of the door? Height of our door is 2100. All our doors are 2100 high. So let us measure that one. 2100. 1, 2, 100. That's the height of our door. Then from the height of the door, you now measure the window downward. What is the height of our window? Our window for WW is 1002. For the single W for the toilet door is 600. So you have to measure the two. And you take your measurement from the level of the window, of the door, sorry, because the door and the windows are expected to be on the same level, except if the designer wants to create another aesthetic view. But generally, the standard is that the door and windows are always on the same level. So the top of the window, the door now, I'll measure the window downward. That is 1, 2 for the big window, 1, 2, and for the small window 600. I measure 600. So I have all my levels, so let me draw them. From the headroom, door, followed by a small window, then big window. Big window is from here to here. So now let us now begin to indicate what we can see. We can see this window, that's the first thing. We can see this edge of this wall, but let us leave that one for now. Let us bring out this window, and our window is from here to this one, this line, to this place. So this is the window. So the window, all you just need, just give it some thickness, because the scale is very small. Just give it thickness. Just give it thickness. You don't need to, it's not what you need to measure. It is not what you need to measure, like that. And the one in the middle, yeah. So now, and the type of window we have, it says windows all louvered in 150 by 50 timber, all louvers. So this is the timber which we have given thickness. We can't measure that one to be too tiny, so that's okay, but don't make it to be too wide. Now since they are louvers, the next thing is to measure 100 for the louvers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just measure 100. That will be all. So we're going to draw the louver, but let us see if there are other windows before so that we can draw all of them at the same time. So there's another window here that we can see. It starts from here. You can see, trace it back to the corner of the window. The middle of the window is this line, which is this, and the other end is this. So this is our window now. That's the window, so you give it thickness. But don't forget that this part of the window, this column is covering it, so you won't see this one. Rather, you see that column going all the way up. Okay. So now, but this edge, you see the double wall. I mean the thickness of the frame. And the center, see the frame, the top and the bottom. Just give it little thickness for the frame. Now we can put our louvers there. Then what do we have next? We have our double door DD. So we start from here. That is from here. This is the middle, and this is the other end. So let us draw our door, double door. Taking the door. let us show the frame, thickness of the frame to be wooden frame. Just little thickness. They are not what you can really measure per se. So what type of door is the door? Let's see. DD, double swing glazed panel with timber frame. Glazed, double swing glazed panel in timber frame. So that is the frame. So you leave it like that. Since it is glazed, it is glass. So you put the symbol for glass like that. So now what else do we see? Then we can see this small window here for the toilet, and this is the height of the window, this to this place, this and this. So let us give it thickness to be very tiny. So that's the toilet window. So what else do we have? I think those are the things we have. Then now let us show our column. This is the line for the column, and the column, I think this size is for the height of the column. So that's 2,750. Let us see where is that 2,750. 2,717. It's somewhere around here. So that will be the, and that's where our beam must not exceed that line. So you can decide to draw any type of beam that you want, any type of beam of your choice. So let us draw the column now. Column, this line starts from here. So it will be thick line all the way to the bottom. Thick line all the way to the bottom. That's the column. Then the second one, which is this. This is one of the faces. Yes, this one. And the other one. So it has covered part of the, oh, it extends up. Sorry. Up to this point. Up to 2,750. Up to all the way through to that point. So with this now, we may not be able to draw any fanciful or arc, any curved arc in this place. Otherwise, it will cover too much part of our drawing. So then this one here, because this is the edge of the wall here, this line must go all the way to the roof, to the top. All the way to the top. This one will go up. The same thing here. The last one here, the end of the arc, which is this. So it will go all the way to the ceiling, like that. So we can now draw our beam. This will be the beam. Then this one too will go. Let's see. Oh no, this will not get to the top because that's not the end. It will stop here like this, and you connect it to this one, and this one will be connected here. So now we have this edge wall. This one will go all the way to the roof. All the way to the roof. Similarly, this will go all the way to the roof. Like that. So we have this. This one, there's an edge here. Yeah, it will go all the way to the top. All the way to the top, yeah. Alright, I was right. So now this other edge too will go all the way to the top. That is this corner, all the way to the top. So now we can draw, and let us measure the slab. What is our concrete slab for for the foundation, hardcore, that is concrete slab is 150, so we measure 150. This is 150 slab. And the hardcore, let us draw the hardcore too, which is 300. Hardcore is 300. 1, 2, 3. All these ones we won't actually show them, but we only need it to indicate. You don't even need to draw this one here. So okay, now so let us go to the roof now. This quickly do this one, this symbol here like this. That's symbol for ground level. If you like, you can still write ground level or ground line there, but just make sure you put this symbol there. Now to the roof. The roof is concrete. Roof is 150 reinforced concrete slab with asphalt covering, 900 parapet wall, then 225 thick concrete block. That's the parapet wall is 225. So the first one we need to draw is the thickness of the slab, 150. Let's say this is 150. Then after 150, you now have parapet wall, which is 900. Parapet wall from that 150, you measure 900. This is 900. So the next thing to do is to let us draw the two first, the concrete slab and the parapet wall. Okay, so now for the parapet wall, we have 150 concrete slab. How about the eave? Eave projection is 600. So from the face of the wall, you measure eave, which is 600. From the face of the wall, this is 600. Measure it on the other wall, face of the wall. From the face of the wall, 600. So let us draw that too. Let us draw that to go upward, and this one too will go upward. And we are told that our parapet wall is 300 thick. 225 thick. So that let's just measure 200. The same thing from here. 200. You measure it inside. So you can measure 200. So for the parapet wall, draw it and stop on the slab. Draw it and stop on the slab. You may not even need to show the thickness because this is elevation, so you won't even need to show the thickness. It is when we section that we need to show the thickness. But we have our parapet wall, so we have the concrete slab. So then is there any coping? No coping. Since there's no coping, don't bother yourself about putting coping. So the next thing to do is to now thicken our roof. So to go from here to here, then this one will be here. And our concrete slab, you have to show hidden line because we cannot see that edge, but we know that the edge is there, so you indicate it with hidden line. So that is our concrete slab. Now over here too, we have draw it all the way to the hardcore. all the way to the hardcore, extend it to the hardcore, and you put this line here, and you put this symbol GL. The same thing here, draw it all the way to the hardcore like this. That's the ground level. So our building will actually extend all. Let us close this place. Let's close this. So now here you are going to have hidden line here. This slab inside the room, you cannot see it, but you know that it is there, so you have to show with hidden line. The same thing on this side, you have to show it, the concrete slab, you have to show it with hidden line. Now for this one, because it is outside, we can see it, so it has to be thick line. Thick line. Don't let it cross the wall, the column, like that. It doesn't need to cross the column, because the column is going all the way to the foundation. So that is that. I told you this double line, you don't need it yet. It's when we are doing section that you need to show the thickness of the wall. So I think, we have not drawn our louvers. So you draw horizontal line like this. There's another louvers here. This one is door. Then we have this one for the toilet. That shows louvers. That's how to draw louvers. There are several of all these things are glasses. So that is louvers for you. Louvers window. That is louvers window. That's louvers window. So and you indicate, you use this thing to indicate that it's glass. Double line like this, like as if you are shading, to indicate that it is glass. So now let us bring out the outline of our window so that it will be very clear. Bring out the outline of the window. So that is that, taking this one. So that will be our drawing. But take note, there's something that we have not noted. This edge here will also have its own parapet wall. So, and the parapet wall is 600. I almost left that one. 600. This is 600. So that means the same thing to this one here. This edge here will also have its own parapet wall. Six hundred is here. So it will come like this. And this one too will come like this. So that is how it will be shown. This edge, it has its own parapet wall. At times, if you it can also show the roof on the plan, but in the question the roof is not shown. The edges of the if projection is not shown here, so let us not bother about that. So this is the solution to the question. That is the elevation and the front elevation of the building. So if you have enjoyed this video, do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Then take note, there's going to be a step here, but although it's not shown in the question because you can't jump from here. This is 450, so there should be about three steps here. It should be a straight line like this, and you put the steps there. So thank you very much for watching. We'll meet in the next video.